from Milwaukee, but I'm originally from Upper Michigan. Do we got any Upers? Yeah. Hey, what's up, cousins, probably? Hell yeah. Gotta love the UP. It's the real south of the north. That's why I love how you guys all caught up together. I had to get out of there, man, because my mom's like the youngest of 10 children. I'm like related to everybody up there. So quite frankly, I had to leave because I did not know who I could fuck anymore. I did not. Just walking around the bars up there like, cousin or not. Sometimes it is your cousin. Happened to a couple of my cousins. I had a pretty good summer, though. I spent my summer playing adult recreational wiffle ball. We got any wiffle heads in the house? Hell yeah, one random woman is like, sure, I'll give you one. No, that's depressing. You're like, why, Reagan, would you do that? Why would you play wiffle ball all summer? I play wiffle ball for the same reason I do stand-up comedy. Bunch of sweaty dudes ran up to me and were like, we need a girl. Now I've been doing both for years. I like playing wiffle ball every year, but one thing does bother me. Every year my team plays one team that has one guy on it who talks shit exclusively to the women on our team. Yeah, and that's not even the part that pisses me off. What bothers me is that when he does it, he only talks shit using like high-level baseball terms. Yeah, and if you ever see me play wiffle ball, you know I don't know shit about baseball. I just want him to talk down to me on my level and be like, you're only here because the league requires 2 girls. And I'd be like, yeah, and you're only here because your ex-wife got primary custody. Yeah, be glad we don't play on the weekends, Dad. And then I still strike out. I'm in my 30s, though. You got any folks in their 30s? Hell yeah, nice. What a fun time. When we're supposed to be doing things. I don't like being in my 30s, and I'm very upset that the holidays are coming up because it means I have to go visit my family, and I haven't done like anything a 30-year-old is supposed to do. I haven't gotten married, I haven't gotten equity, I haven't had kids. So what happens when you go home and that's what your life is like? You just get interviewed the whole time. They're just like, hey, Ray, I heard you got a new job. You got a 401k, you got benefits, can you see daylight from your cubicle? Do you like your boss? Is there room for advancement? Heard you got a new boyfriend. You guys in love? Gonna have babies? Are you gonna? Yeah. And what do they say to you right when you can't take it anymore? They go, you don't have to have it all figured out. Fuck you. Because I can't do it back at 30. I can't be like, hey, Uncle Bob, how's the second wife? Yeah? Your kids like her as much as their real mom? Her pop-pop got diagnosed. Something in his prostate might be genetic. You nervous? You don't have to have it all figured out. But I am fairly obviously single. We got some single folks in here tonight? Oh, shit. You guys are so supportive of me, you're gonna break each other up. This is a nightmare. No, I'm Jesus Christ. I am a single woman. I feel like I'm pretty obviously single. When you look at me, you can tell, you know, because I have the bearing of a woman who's been masturbating with my sweatpants around my ankles. Am I right? That's right. Lazy coming in Madison. I like that. Are you kidding me? It's getting chilly out. We got to keep our ankles limber. I've been single for so long that I've invested in a vibrator. Ladies, we vibing in Madison? Make some... Hell yeah, that's pretty good. Any ladies got the suction vibrator? That's the one I just got. Suction. One woman coming in Madison. The rest of you are failing me. My God. If you don't know what the suction vibrator is, maybe for the fellas, just imagine the scene from SpongeBob SquarePants where he goes... Because it's just that, gals, directly on your clit with all the power of a Dyson vacuum behind it. It's incredible. I can't clean my house anymore. I get the vacuum out, I gotta get the mop out. It's wet floor signs all over my apartment. Oh my God, I should be terrified by how good I'm coming these days. I should be. But I'm coming so good, I don't feel fear anymore. I bought a skateboard last week. I'm like, nothing else could possibly make my knees buckle. Just been walking into traffic without looking either direction. Because how can I die when I feel so alive? I don't know, you guys. I used to think it was like the crushing weight of the patriarchy that prevented me from having good orgasms. But nay, no, it turns out it is the soft tongue of the patriarchy. It's not giving me enough down there. I will say, ladies, if you buy one, they're a little bit dangerous, because I got one 2 weeks later. I went home with the dude. He went down there, and it was terrible. He was down there just like a toddler pushing peas around his plate. How long do I gotta be down here? I was like, not until I'm finished. Clear your plate. I will say sex is changing for me a bit as I've been aging. Because now that I'm in my 30s, I'm going home with like a lot more dudes whose like dick isn't working. Oh, the tension in the front row. Not this guy, though. Not our little troublemaker up front. He's like, I'll get hard right now. Say dick again. Hell yeah. At first, I didn't like it. Not because I was like angry at the guy or he made me feel bad about myself. I just didn't like it for like straight up mortality reasons. Yeah. That first dick didn't come up, and I was like, oh, we are all gonna die. That's crazy. But now I think if I go home with a dude that doesn't work, it's kind of my thing. It's kind of my kink. I kind of like it, right? Because what does that mean for us gals? That man is trapped. He's gotta eat pussy, dude. He must munch. And I don't know if you guys remember the graph from the early 2000s for women. It was like, if she's hot and crazy, she's gonna be really good in bed. Well, dudes, you guys have one too. It's the older and sadder you get, the better you are at head. I was home with a dude recently and it wasn't working, so he was down there and I was having a great time until he started to firm up, you know, and he started creeping north. It's happened to some women here. Yeah. He looked at me and he was like, Reagan, your eyes are so beautiful. And I got pissed. So I just wanted more of that. So I had to think fast. I locked eyes with him and just blurted out, yeah, they're the same as my dad's. Hell yeah, sent him right back downtown. Just a little pro tip. I love the guy over here who keeps going, Jesus. Someone get this woman. I like you, wherever you are. I think that's why I'm a bisexual woman, though, is because I just like getting head. We got any gays here tonight? Where are we at, gays? In Madison, Wisconsin. We can't even be proud here? This is where I became gay when I was in school. Statistically speaking, some of you are hiding. No, but I do date both men and women. Although I was recently informed by a Gen Z woman who didn't date women herself that apparently I'm not a bisexual. Yeah, it's like a young 20-something chick. She was like, Reagan, so you'll date men and women? I'm like, yup, that's what it means. Do you hear my voice? Of course I do. And she was like, does that mean you never date like a genderless person? And I was like, of course I would if they're attractive, you know? I'm an ally, but I'm shallow. And she looked at me and she's like, well, technically that means that you're a pansexual. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not annoying. So I'm gonna keep my term. I do love Gen Z because they're all gay, even though none of them are fucking. It's good because now we've got like male bisexuals, and I love that because it feels like my generation, every like 30-something-year-old woman is like bi-curious or bisexual, and I hate it. I trust none of us. We all have boyfriends. It's so irritating. They always say the same thing. They go, Reagan, how could you not be bisexual? Women are gorgeous. It's like, yeah, women, we are beautiful, but you know what's not? A vagina. Women are gorgeous, and we have a goblin between our thighs. We're like a beautiful bridge that for some reason has a troll underneath it that doesn't want to have any fun, just demands you solve its riddles. But if a dude tells me he's bisexual, I believe him, you know? Because that's a man who's getting penetrated by the enemy. Themselves. just do one more joke and get out of here. I will say it's so nice to be in Madison because like a lot of times I have to go to small towns in Wisconsin and do my little bi jokes, and they always get weird about it. And I always find that so funny because like I told you guys, I'm from a small town. And when I go to those places and they get weird, I always look at them and I'm like, where do you think gay women come from? We come from small towns. You gonna raise me, a little baby girl in the Upper Peninsula, and be like, you better wear flannel and ride the dirt bike and run the generator. But don't you dare, pussy. Like, I crawled out of the woods ready for this, you guys. I don't know if you've been to a small town lately, but it's just a bunch of Jodie Foster ass looking bitches up there. Are you guys ready to have a phenomenal show? You're such a fun crowd.